So okay, so now everyone, now do you have any doubt related to the concept or the terms or even invalidation? Do you have any doubt? Tell me. Anyone has any doubt? Let me know. Otherwise, we will be just going for today's session.
No,
Shahid,
sir.
you can just have a quick revision and then we can move forward. I think
Uh,
Shad is saying something.
yeah,
And
go ahead.
No doubt, side.
Okay. So if you don't have any doubt, then let's start with the validation only. Okay. Most of the things are like all the concept part. Okay. And even you have the recording. So client server and all this, you know very well the different way of HTTP methods. Okay. JSON, URL, URI, endpoint, we all know very well. Okay. So JSON is also very important to know like what is JSON and how to write JSON, even how to find the path in JSON. Okay, this is very important. Even the basic you should know at least. And we have gone through like Postman. Okay, what is the Postman? It's just a tool. Then we have covered like workspace. It's an area where we just keep all the script or where we store it. So we have gone through how to create, how to delete. Then we have collection. In the collection we write all the requests. Okay, it's just a number of folder contains or it's the number of requests it contains. So we have also gone through like how to create a collection, delete, rename, duplicate, and all of type of collection we can perform. And then we have the request and response, like it is a body. When we send a request, if we need to send a request body, we need to pass in the as a request body, and whatever we get is the response body. Okay, we have seen every time we see the response body in JSON format, like okay. Then we know like how to write the test case demo, like I have shown you. Like in this way you have to create at least these are the mandatory field you will be needing to just write your test case for like APIs. Then we have different method. We have a like perform, get, post, put, delete, and we have seen like how it is working. For post we need to pass the request body because we are creating something. To create something we need to pass what are the value we want to store. Okay, for put also we need to pass the value because what field you want to update. But for get and delete we don't require anything as a get request or a get sorry, as a request body, because get means to fetch data. So we just pass the URL and just click on the send button and we just see the response body with n number of records or what we have searched for. Delete also, we want to delete a particular record, so we pass the URL with the particular ID. Okay, and we don't need to send any request body. Okay, and we just click and we see that delete is completed. Okay, so we have gone through like different status code. I have told you, just go through this one, just explore a little bit, like when we will getting created, when we will getting unauthorized, forbidden. Okay, all these type of things you just need to look into the basic idea, because they will be asking like when is a condition you will be getting a bad gateway request, or when it is you will be getting a forbidden. So forbidden when you can get, when you don't have the access for particular thing. Okay, forbidden. This type of thing you just need to go through the basic. Then we have gone through like how to run the collection at one go. Okay, because if we have multiple requests in a collection, it might be you might have 500 of requests within a single collection. Then if you want to run all the collection at one go, then we can directly run the collection by clicking on the collection. Then we have a run option. Then we can see this window, whatever it is in the screen right now. Then you can select all, or means whatever the request you want to. Then you just need to give the iteration, like how many time you want to iterate, whether it's one time or more than one time. Then you can set that one. Even you can give the delay time, means in between every request how much delay time it will be, and you can just click on the run button. Okay, then we have covered like the basic of JavaScript. So JavaScript is now required just because in Postman, JavaScript is supported. Okay, so JavaScript supported means it's a language. Okay, and we just need to know the concept of two things, that is the variable and the function. Okay, so variable, I have told you, it has var, let, const, but don't go through all these things, just follow var. Okay, var is a keyword, okay, to store any type of value. Var is a keyword to store any type of value, whether it's a string value, whether it's an integer, whether it's a boolean, whether it's a null, anything. So you will be just using var keyword, and you just give name, any variable name. It can be a, b, c, d, sum, plus, add, delete, anything, and the variable name you will be assigning. Okay, and I have told you the same way we have the function. So function is nothing, when once you define function, it's also a keyword. So once you write function, it become like you are going to write something. Okay, function means to, it will perform something. So once you write function, JavaScript will understand, okay, you are going to write a function, means any method. So function, and you add, deletes, whatever type of name you can give for the function name. Okay, and this is the bracket, that is the function symbol. Once you give this bracket, okay, then it's become a function symbol, and inside curly braces we need to write the body, means like whatever the type of code, like we have seen the response validation that we have written. Okay, every time we have written lots of like pm.test, those type of code. Okay, we write inside that curly braces. That's all. Apart from this, you don't need to understand anything is for the Postman JavaScript. Then we have gone through response validation. We have completed the status, how to check the status for, like, it might be if you're working for delete, then your status code should be 204, correct? No content. So you can check that one. So we have different status code as per your HTTP request. It can be 200, it can be 201, 203, 204, or it might be if you're doing something wrong from the client side, it will be regarding like it will be mostly with the 400. And if something, so you will be knowing that this type of status code you will be getting, and you need to compare it. And we have done, like, for the header also did content type and all, we have just gone through whether it's containing that particular value for the content type or not. And we have seen there are lots of things we can do. So it's all up to you. You can just check one by one. There are lots of key and value you have seen while working with the while you get the response with the, there are lots of header. Okay, then we have gone through cookies also. So cookies is also exactly same as header. Again, same thing, just you need to see what are the cookies you are getting. Okay, and even they will be just in the, once you start working in the industry, even all this type of details you will be getting, because once you know anything, then only you can compare. If you don't know anything, like what will be the expected value or what is the actual value, then there is no mean of doing something. Okay, so cookies is also same. And we have gone through the response time, like response time, how much time it will take. Okay, like when once you run a script, so whether it's taking, like we are checking that whether it is like taking, we have given a condition whether it will take, like it will take beyond or below 200 200 millisecond or 50 millisecond, or we can give above, at least this much time it will take, like it will take, might take above 50, above 60. In this way we have given. So you can see, like these are the code, like if you can just recall pm.test, we have covered like pm response to have a status 01. You can just any name, like we have, if you want to, if you have forgotten like in between these are two, like if you want to check like in between, it might be 200 or it might be 201, then you can use this one. Okay, you are expecting that the code will be one of any one of this one. Okay, any one of this one. Then you have like status code for like checking whether the string value, if you want to check the status string value, then also you can check, like in the way you are checking 200. So 201 means created, and 200 means okay. So you can also check this one as well. Then we have the header. So I have told you header, we have like you can just check like whether in the header only you are getting the content type or not. So in this you are just checking whether you are getting the content type. Okay, and in this you are checking the, you are comparing that the content type is having this value. Okay, so here is the difference. What here you are checking that, like if you go for a real life example, you are checking that Sahid house exists. Okay, Sahid house exists. Yes, but whether Sahid is inside the house, you are comparing here. Okay, like you are expecting, okay, this content type and equal to this means equal to Shahid. Okay, then it's making sense like okay, content type value is application forward slash. It can be anything for like you can get different value. So you need to just compare with that particular value only. Okay, in the same way, if you move forward, we have cookies validation. I have told you in the cookies also you will be like checking whether the cookies is lang or not to be true. Then you can check the cookies. You will be having cookies language which is equal to engb. It can be different also, and there will be some lots of more parameter. You can just add like any parameter here, and you can just see in the body. I have told you everything will be in the body, or you might be getting while you just have the uh, document when they provide the whatever the things you will be getting from the development team to just validate. You will be having all these things, basic things. Okay, and then we have gone through the response time validation also, like how to like validate like within this time, whether it's taking more than this time. So you have like we are checking for less than 200 milliseconds, so we are giving to be below that, the we are expecting that the response time will be below this particular of time. And we can check for above also in the same way. It might take, at least it will take 50, and it can be more than 50 any time, any. So you can just give like expectation is it will be above every time 200. This test scale will take every time above 200. It might be 201, it might be 500, but at least it will take 200 and above. So in this way we have all gone through. Now tell me, do you have any issue till now? Now everyone knows like mm, how to find the JSON path. Everyone knows very well how to find the JSON path, how we write the JSON path, because like now we will be starting the validation of response body. Okay, for response body, every time you need to just go through the JSON path, because body contains JSON, and once you have the JSON, then you need to follow the path to just reach to a particular field. So do like anyone has any doubt on reaching out to the JSON path or a particular field? Anyone, Sakil, Amir, anyone has any doubt?
Shai, just let's show them once again. I think it's been almost over a week now. Just show them one example once, and then we can proceed, I believe.
Okay. Right now I didn't have saved the example for you all. Okay. Even though, okay, we will be starting, then we can just go through. Okay. Okay. Now just now we will be starting with the this one. Okay, in this only I will be just showing you the example how we are going to. Okay, so let me create one new collection. So you can just click on the plus button here, a new collection. So you can just give name. Okay, so here we are giving the name. Okay, so inside this new collection, what we can do, we need to create a request, correct? Okay, so we need to create a request. So suppose, let me just copy this one only, the URL. Okay, everyone can see my screen. Like, what is the body I have got? Response body for this particular. As you can see, like this is the dummy response, dummy URL for getting the employees. Okay, so we have used get method. Get method to means fetch the value from the server or from the DB. So once you have used get, and with this URL, it's saying that employees means at the end you will get v1 employees. So v1 means you are getting all these employee details. You can see status is success and data. So inside data we have ID number 1, and this contains some information. ID number 2, it contains some information. ID number 3, and so on. You can see all these are the employees data. Correct? Everyone can see. So it is in the JSON form. Okay, see, you can see the message also. Message successful, all record has been fetched. So in this way the development has done the coding. So you are getting in this way. Why you are getting message? You will not get every time message. You might not get every time as a data, but you are getting in this format because it is in the backend. The development has done in this way only. They have set the things in this format only. Okay, so you are getting this thing in the this format, and this is the JSON format. Now suppose, now I have told you we will be doing the uh, response body validation. So for response body validation, you can see all these things are available. Okay, so to do this, what is the thing? Like, it can be like you check, you can go for like whether the employee salary. Okay, you can go for employee age. Okay, but you can see like there are number of employee salary, employee salary, employee salary, employee age, employee age. So which one you are going to select? Okay, so for that you just need to go through the JSON pathfinder. Okay, now anyone can just tell me. I am copying this one. Okay, now you can see we have lots of data of JSON which containing, like you can see it's a array of object. Like this symbol denotes like it is a array. Okay, everyone can see this symbol, and these are the JSON object. Okay, 1 2 3 4, these are the JSON object. Okay, Samsad, can you just tell me how can we reach to this particular ID 3, and I want to go to employee age? What will be the this one path? Samsad, start. Like how I can reach to this ID 3 and I want to search for the employee age. What will be the this one?
Employee.
We will be writing employee.
Just a second.
Are you able to see my screen properly?
Yes, Shahid.
Yeah. Now tell me, like, I want to go to ID 3, and in ID 3,
Okay.
like I want to check for the age of ID 3, like employee age of ID 3. How I can like move to this particular using JSON path? So what will be the path?
Shahid, can I try?
Yeah, just let's try Samsad, then you will be trying. Samsad, go ahead.
Employee square bracket 2 dot salary equal to
Employee
square bracket
square bracket
ID 2
okay 2
dot salary
dot salary, not employee salary.
employee salary
Okay,
salary
So I don't want employee salary, I want age.
Sorry, Shahid.
I want age, I don't want employee
Age.
salary.
Employee age.
Okay, employee
Age equal to 63.
underscore age, I think, yeah. So this will be the path according to Samsad, correct? To go to just to fetch the value of ID3 age, that will be 66, correct?
66.
Correct. Okay, now I think Iram was there, correct?
I think instead of imply, it would be data. Data within a square bracket 2, then dot.
Okay,
Square bracket will be 1.
now
Can I try, Shahid?
yeah, anyone? Just now, first one was Samsad. Now tell me, data
Then
Square bracket 1.
1,
no,
Yes.
it will be 2, 0, 1, 2, 2.
it will be 2.
Hmm.
Okay, 2, then
Dot
dot
employee underscore age. Are you
employee,
asking for the output 66, right?
correct, means
63, na?
66.
63. Oh, then 2, 2, 2.
Okay, now Samsad, tell me, are you correct or Iram is correct?
Shahid Iram is correct because employee is not object, data is object.
Yeah, data is not a object, like we can say it's a key and value. So here the first key you can see, okay, so
Yeah.
here it is a key. So the key name start as not employee, it start
Employee.
as
It's a
data.
data.
So inside data is a array of object, means data has a array of object of employees. Okay, so we like in data number which you want to go, this is data number 1, data number 2, data number 3, but its index start with 0. So here it is 0, then it's 1, then it's 2. So I want data number 2 because start with 0, 1, 2. So I reached here, and once I reached here, I want employee age. So dot employee age. So it will automatically give 66. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I want to get this value, message, anyone can try how I will get message. What will be the path? Who will try? Like what will be the JSON path for message?
Shahid, can you please go above?
Yeah, sure. At the top.
Just above the page, yes. Then I think it would be
Yeah.
something related to status.
It will be message only.
Message only.
Who told? Message. Who told message? Only message.
Fazan.
Yeah. So it is will be like this will be only message, because you know, like once you see this curly braces, the first curly braces, it means JSON has started. So once you go inside, I have told you it contains status, okay, and this is the value. So it is like a string. If you just, I'm highlighting this one, okay. So this is the first key and value you are getting, okay. So what type of is this one? This is the string, correct, means status, and it is giving successful. Then next you are getting that key and value is this one. It was the first key and value, it was the first key and value. Now you can see it is giving a it is giving a comma, okay. Then you have data, like suppose we have status, then we have age, then we what we do, we give comma, then we write age, okay. In the same way you need to understand, now it start with here till here, okay, it is going till here. Go down. It is going till, it is going till here. See why it is going till here, the whole, because the first key and value was this one, then after comma we have data. This is also a key, and this data key contains number of array object. This is 1 2 3. All these are also the JSON object only, but it is in the array form. So we need to just go through all these you need to pass. Once you the array is completed, array of objects completing here, correct, and you can see again you have this comma. Then again we have the third key and value. This is the third key and value, and it is separated. There is nothing, you can see anything in between, like whether it is inside some array, whether it's inside some like array of object. It is not anywhere, it is just in the starting, like where we have started the JSON in the same way. So for this it will be only message. Okay, for this it will be only message. Anyone has any doubt, like why it is message? Anyone? Sakil?
How I write that path?
Oh, shall I write that
Message
part?
equal to? Yeah.
So it will be message only to get this, like what to check successful all record has been fetched. So JSON path will be message only.
Only message?
Yeah, only message. Let me just make it more clear, because I think you all have doubt on me. So
Shahid, if you can just take them to
yeah, correct.
the online JSON
Yeah.
Pathfinder or some application and paste this code and just show them that.
Yeah, I'm doing that only because they don't have faith on me. Okay, so you know this is the JSON Pathfinder. So I will be just pasting my that JSON path here. Okay, something is not properly assigned. I missed something, I think. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, Sakil. Oh, sorry. Sakil, I want this message. Okay, successful all record has been fetched. So what will be my path? You said only message. So you can see like it contains, I have told you it is containing only 3 key and value. So first is the status, which giving successful. You can see. Are you able to see?
Yes. I'm able
Status,
to see.
status, and it is giving directly
Success.
success. Okay, and the way we have gone through for the data 2, and I want this one,
Employee.
data 2 age. Now you can see your XPath was correct, data 2 dot employee age. And if I want only this successful message, what will be my path? See, are you all able to see the
Message.
path? Message only. Okay, so every time you don't need to come here. These are the basic JSON Pathfinder. Okay, you just need to go through, like this was the first key and the value, then it's giving a comma, and then it started the second key, that is data. But this data is a collection of object.
Object
So,
array.
yeah, object array. So I need to move to one by one. Okay, so we are moving. So we are at the 2, means we are at the second key and value only, but it is not completed yet because it contains number of records. So we are going. So here it is giving the array bracket close and again comma. Then it is a third one. This is the third key and value. So third key value. So it just we just write message because it does not goes inside some other array. Correct? So it will just directly a message. In the same way, whether we have, if you want to check like what is the status for this JSON body. So what will be the path? Only status. The same way it will be the message. But if you want to search for a salary, like suppose you want to search for fifth ID fifth salary, then you just need to go inside data. then you just need to move to 4. Then you got, okay, id is 5 here for the 4 because index start with 0 1 2, so n minus 1 every time, n minus 1. So I reach to this particular array index 4. Then I want the salary. Now you can see this is the path. Correct? Everyone clear
Yes, yes.
with this?
Yes.
Okay. 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 So now JSON is now like path is now complete. So let me just move in this one. So suppose and Saf, can you just tell me where we write the validation? Where we write the validation? Can anyone tell me like where we write validation?
Tests.
Inside this. Inside this.
Inside test. Correct. So now suppose we have this one, we have the URL, we are getting the values here in the JSON body, we have header. I have told you in this way only you will get the cookies also. Now you can see the date, server, okay, and here also cookies. So you're not generating because it does not create, like it does not contain the way of creating the cookies, so it does not have. In the same way also you will get the cookies in this way only, that this will be the key and this will be the value. You just need to compare. And apart from this, like for just to validate or to write the code of validation, we will be just writing all this thing in the test. Okay, so now what we are going to do, now we are going to validate our response body. So response body can be validated in different way. Like we can check whether that particular field is string or a boolean or a array of object or a object. Okay, whether that particular field is integer. Okay, like id. Now you can see id is what kind of data type is id? What kind of data type is id?
Integer.
Integer.
Integer. So we can cross check this. Like validation means what? We can validate anything related to this response body. So suppose in the requirement document, means the requirement document you have got from the development team or the from the BA, means the business analyst, or from the team lead. Okay, you just need to understand. So once you got the requirement, it is written that the id you will be getting in the response, it will be a data type of integer. So you can validate this one, and this is the validation point also. So how you are going to validate whether the id is of what kind of data type? Correct, we can validate this one. And it is also mentioned that the string name will be of string, salary will be of number or integer, age will be of number. So all these things are written here. Means it will be in the requirement document, and you need, so what you can do, you can validate the data type also. Now tell me how we can validate the data type. Okay, now suppose what we have to do. Okay, so first thing, to do all this thing, first we need to do one conversion. Okay, we need to store, or we need to perform this one JSON body. Like we need to perform with like storing all this value, means all the JSON data into a single unit. Now how? Like I am telling you, I have told you we will be using variable. So for storing the value in variable, what is the keyword? What is the keyword for variable? What is the keyword? Where. Okay, see where. And I have told you, after that we need to give the variable name. It can be anything. So right now I am giving a like particular name, means for like, as we are doing for what? We are doing for to get JSON data. JSON data. So I just, this is the JSON data, means this is the name, variable name. It is nothing, just a variable. It can be A, B, C, D. Okay, anything it can be. It's not like that I have written JSON data means it will be only JSON data. It can be only data, it can be JSON data. To make sense, to make more understandable, every time I am just giving JSON data. Okay, so where Now JSON data equals to, first what I have told, I need to store this whole thing, okay, because I want to store this whole variable, whole JSON body into a variable whole, because this is status, this contain data, then inside data we have number of things, number of employee, then this contain message. I want this whole to be stored into a particular variable name. So what I did, I have given var and JSON data, and what I will do, I will do what, we have one important thing, that is PM, that is postman. What next? Postman dot response. What we are doing? Postman dot response dot what? Dot JSON. Sorry. Dot JSON. Okay. So what this will do? What this will do? This will copy all the response body inside this name. Okay, inside this name, now we have everything inside this name, JSON data. So, okay, so this is, it is telling postman का response जो JSON में है वो इसमें आ जाओ, ठीक है. So we have stored in this JSON data. Right now everything, now you have to understand whatever the response we have got, now it is under JSON data, or you can just name as data also, whatever you feel like, value, data, anything. I am telling you, don't make that it is constant. Okay, where is keyword, it will be every time constant, and it is like PM का response जो JSON में है उसको यहाँ चला गया. Okay, now what we have to do, so now we have, first we will cross check whether, now first one first. Okay, so we have this status. Okay, I want to check whether this is a status is string type or not. Okay, correct. I want to check whether this status is of string type or not. So what I will do, I will write pm dot test. Okay, pm dot test, we can directly write, okay, pm dot test, and here I have told you what to do. Here what we give, inside this one what we give, pm dot test, pm test करो, then एनी डिस्क्रिप्शन, लाइक क्या करना है उसको, एक छोटा सा नाम देना है, डिस्क्रिप्शन टेस्ट response body. Okay, it is just a description. Okay, you can give anything. Then what I have told, then give function. It will just indicate, yeah, now you are going to write function for this particular thing. So I have told you function, and you just need to give the bracket, this one, the symbol for the function. Then what we have, then we have to give the curly braces. Till now it is clear. Are you able to recall the previous class? Like in this way we have written pm dot test, pm test करो. Then what, मतलब क्या, एक नाम तो देना होगा कुछ ताकि समझ में आए. तो we have given like test response body. Then we need to give the function, means to define a function we need to write function, okay, in JavaScript, and this is the function symbol. Then we give curly braces, and inside the curly braces we write our, what are the validation you want to do. So first validation, what I want to do, pm dot, what do you want to do, I my expectation, pm expect what, tell me, anyone can tell, like I want to check for this status. So pm expect, what expect, that the JSON data, are you able to see this JSON data is this one. Okay, this JSON data is this one. Okay, so मैं उम्मीद कर रहा हूं कि जो what is this, postman expect कर रहा है what, कि JSON data dot status, JSON data के अंदर जो status है, करेक्ट, जेसन डेटा के अंदर जो स्टेटस है, डॉट स्टेटस, दिस इज द पाथ, ओके, वी आर गोइंग फॉर द पाथ, डॉट स्टेटस, ओके। अब यहाँ पे डॉट टू बी, टू डॉट बी, टू बी डॉट एन, what kind? What kind? So what I have given, that I have told you the first thing we need to check whether this is the data type of string or not, okay. So it might be not in the double inverted comma, okay. Let me run this one. So pm dot expect that whatever the JSON data we have, because I have told you JSON data now is a whole of this, the whole body. So we are going to the whole body, and inside whole body I am going in for status, okay. So status, and what kind to be and what to be an string, and if it is a string type then it will pass, otherwise it will get failed, correct? Everyone is okay with this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
It got passed. So it means that whatever my expectation is was correct, that this will give a string type, but instead of a string, suppose I write here object, I thought it is a object, okay, I thought this is a object, okay, I thought this is a object, whether it is going to run or not. See, you got an error, correct? So my expectation does not match because it is a string and I am just searching for object, whether it is an object or not. So it is giving an error. So it is a string. So once we just cross check whether the expect whatever we are expecting of status data type is of string. So once it is a string, it will pass. Okay. In the same way, suppose you want to check for like age. Suppose you want to check for age, okay, and we can write multiple validation inside a single function, okay. We can write multiple validation inside a single function. So now Iram, you try, okay, now you try, you want to check that the employee age is of integer, okay. You can see this is a of integer type 61 or anything, every employee age will be of integer type only. So now if you want to check the data type of integer, how you will write?
So in spite of a status, we give the path of this means data within a square
Okay,
bracket.
so pm dot s, okay, then you are
Expect,
saying okay,
JSON data.
JSON means, as we
JSON
know,
the variable name which we have
now
stored
JSON
all the
means we
distance.
have the whole here, okay. So we are going to the, means we can tell we are going to the parent, from parent we are reaching to the like a particular place. So
Yes.
JSON dot
Data.
dot data, okay.
Then indexing wise will give
Okay, anything you can give, because for every
0,
like
1, 2, anything we give now 0, 1, 2.
okay, 0
Then dot
dot
and the employee age, or then to be an
employee underage underscore age,
then after
okay,
bracket will give dot to
dot to
be an
dot to be
and within a bracket string integer.
correct. Everyone, whatever she has told is correct.
We can directly write dot employee age, means data 0 don't need to give here.
Yeah, it is also fine, but here also you can do. It's up to you because it is not mentioned like how you are going to validate. It is like you want to just validate. So how you are going to reach age, it's up to you. Okay.
Yeah, I told for the particular means particular employee age.
Yeah.
If you want
So
to test all the employee age will be in integer, then we can go for this employee underscore age only.
so I will be removing this data.
Hmm.
Okay. So let me try with this one first, whatever you have told. Okay. Uh, uh, uh.
Actually, it will not 0 na, it will be 2 na, 63 if I need.
What?
Okay, no.
I didn't get you. Like, now again, too many requests. Hmm. This is the issue. Try again. Now it will give too many. Instead of this, what we can do anywhere. Okay, we have this one, I think, in the users. Okay. When you try to attempt too many times, this is the thing you get. Let me do it some in other request. So we have this one. Okay. Text and we just need to. All right. The whole okay. So here, same thing. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this one. Okay, Jason age. So we don't have.
बाजार पर आपकी कार का थर्ड पार्टी इंश्योरेंस रिन्यूअल के लिए दे
Hello. Now Iram, can you just tell me, like, if I want to check for this one ID?
ID 7.
No, I don't want to check 7. I want to check like what is the ID type, means data type of ID. So what will be my this path?
We'll remove employee age and put ID.
Okay, and to be an integer.
Yes.
Is not defined as an integer. Something we are missing here. It is of type integer only. To be an integer. We are coming here in the JSON format. We are taking as, then we are writing a, and then we have new dot this to be an integer.
Hi, Shahid.
Yeah.
Just make it as 2b and then a, and instead of integer, put a number. Yeah, instead of integer, give number.
Number. It might be a number type. Okay. Let me check for this as well. Undefined as a number. It is not a number also. I may be capital, but I may not be integer. Something Teacher. Integer is not defined. Mm-mm. Listen dot.
Try number with small and shy.
Yeah. No, it is not also.
Correct the path. Correct the path.
Mm-mm.
Shahid, for this response, I think we don't have data, right? We have something else. Just check the body part of it.
Yeah, it's data only.
Okay, data.
Data. Then
Okay, data
inside
and
is,
then ID.
yeah.
Okay.
I think there is some issue with the data type. What kind of data type we are not knowing, like expected undefined to be a
Okay.
number.
No problem, Shahid. Let's move
Yeah.
forward. We'll get back to them on this one.
Okay. Let this, if this will start, then we can have the. Okay. So now in this way, whatever you want to check for, okay. So like it was working for this one, okay, to be an string. So if the data type is of integer, you need to write integer. If the data type you see like it is a array, okay. If it is array, then you can write array, okay, okay. And if it is a object, you feel like this is a object, as you can see. Any request? Working now. Okay. So if you can see, this is the array of object, this thing array of object, then you can write data type as for data, what will be the data type for this data? The data type will be array of object, so you can write object here instead of number, you can write object. Okay, in this way you can just go through to every like every field and check like what is the data type, because all these things first you will be knowing like what kind of data type it will be. You just need to compare with this one. Like right now it is not able to understand what kind of data, because every time it is given it's not a number, not an integer. So let me check for this once again. Okay,
Shahid, I've sent you that one. You can just check that. That is working fine now.
to be a number. For which one?
Previous one only.
So no, previous one it will work, but here it is giving too many numbers of attempt. This is the reason.
No problem. Just give it a try again. It will work.
Okay, hope so.
Hmm.
So what is the difference? JSON only to fine, age to be a number. If it don't give too many requests, then it will work. Now it's fine. See, it's getting passed. Okay. So what was the data type for employee age? It is a number. Okay. So everything remains same. Instead of integer, it is a number. Okay. So if you can see, the path remains the same. Okay. So we have to go inside data. So data, you can take anyone 0, 1, 2, whatever data, because for employee age, every time it will be a number only data type, because we have number of employee age. So all number employee age is a number type. Okay. Now, in the same way, what we can do? Now suppose now you want to validate that for a particular value, okay, your salary or for a name or for a ID or for a age, whatever we have, you want to check for that one, whether it is equal to that particular thing or not. So suppose you want to check for, let's check for 3. Okay, ID 3. ID 3 salary is this one. We want to check that ID 3 salary is equal to 6800. Who is going to tell me the code for this one? Who is going to tell me?
You said I'm trying.
Can I try?
Yeah, Sakil, you try.
PM dot accept.
PM dot accept. Okay. Then
JSON data.
so you want to give JSON
JSON
data.
dot
Okay, JSON data dot
data square bracket
okay
to
to
employees dot employee salary
employee salary
dot
dot
to be
to B. So instead of here to be
equal
dot equal, so here EQL, you can see here EQL dot EQL what
86000.
86000, correct?
Yes.
Okay, everyone, this is the correct script for this one or not? Everyone, this is correct. That if I want to check for 8600 salary, this is the correct code that PM expect that the JSON what we have stored, we are going to the data 2 array and we want the salary of that one, and it should be to be equal to 86000. Correct? Yeah.
Might be. Yes.
Correct. Sakil, you are doing too good, man.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's try something else. So we were doing that for message also. Let's try for message. We had message, na? We had message like successful, all this thing. Okay. So let me copy this whole message. So if you want to check that, are we able to get this message or not? Who will try? Someone else? Some new one? Who? Hiten, let's try. Why you are not saying anything? Hiten, are you there? Okay, Sabah, will you try? Okay, anyone, just go ahead. Tell me.
Sir, should I?
Yeah, Adil, let's try. For message.
PM dot.
Okay, PM. Oh, sorry, just hold on. PM dot
Expect.
Okay.
Round bracket inside JSON data.
JSON data.
Dot message.
Dot message.
Dot 2bn.
Dot
2b.
Why B? Right. We required to be because we are not checking to be a data type. We are checking the value.
Dot equal.
To equal.
Round bracket the whole.
Then we just
Is the whole
this one. Correct. And then we will give the semicolon. Okay. Should not give too many requests. Okay. See, again, it's okay. And you are getting that it is also getting passed. Okay. The test is getting passed means every validation is getting passed, that it is a string, it is the employee's number, data type, then we have the salary is in the data like array 2 ID number 3 we have salary is this, then the message we are getting that successful is exactly same. So by this we know how to, like we need to follow this only and to validate the JSON body. Okay, so accordingly it may be some complex JSON body where you just need to go to, we need to find the path. So for that time you will be just going to the JSON path finder and you just will be finding that particular path and you will be just pasting inside this bracket, inside this expect bracket. Others remain the type to be and for like to be and what for the data type, and 2 dot equals when you are making us like comparing that this value will come with this value. Like if I'm searching for this particular age, the age will come 26, then you are giving 26. If you are searching that the first name will be what, so first name is equal to Shahid, you will be getting for this one is Sahid, so it is a Sahid. Okay, in this way you need to work on, because you need to move to a particular uh, place or a field, then you need to compare, because you are not going to compare anything, you are going to a particular field and you are comparing the value. Okay, so any doubt till now?
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, if in data, if we check all ages is integer type or not, so what
Can you
should I
come
write?
again? Can you come again?
Inside the data, if I want to check every ID is integer type or not,
Okay,
so what kind of it?
every means like if like it is like if you know database. Okay, this is all from the database, I'm just giving a just a overview. It is just like if you want to check, like these are defined, all these things, like these are the value where we store. If it we are giving a name, so name is a value we are creating in the database. Okay, in the same way employee age is created in the database, employee salary is created in the database, and once while we are creating that thing in the database or in the server, okay, so that time only we assign a data type, that the employee age will be of number. That time only we assign one time, it assigned one time. Okay, and employee salary will be of like double, because in some of the cases what happened, we get the salary in decimal value, correct, like 18,563.44 paisa. So it can be in decimal also. So that time only we define the data type in the database. So once we define a single, like if we have defined that employee salary will be of number, suppose it will be of number, so it will be a number for whole throughout. It is not like that for one particular data it is a number and for second element or second object it become integer or it become string. It's not like that. Whole throughout it will be only number. So once you are checking for a particular, means if you are checking for any of the salary field, okay, it means it is salary throughout only. So there is no like function to check like every salary is integer, then you need to write, go through each and every path, then you can check. But if you want to check like my salary, employee salary is of number or integer, then you can check for one only. If you can just check one, it is giving correct, then all will be of same integer data type only. Okay,
Yes, sir,
fine.
I understand.
Okay, it is not like that it will change for every object, it will not change. If it is defined at the initial phase only that the name will be of string type, so what is the need of checking every time the name is string or not, name is string or not? It is like if it is a string it will remain string throughout. So you have checked for like first name, there is no need of checking for the ID number 2 first name, there is no need of checking for the ID number 3 first name, it will be string only, because we have defined that this data type will be of string. Okay, any more doubt related to this one?
No, sir,
Okay, great. So now we will move further. Okay, so this, in this way you need to do the validation. Okay, so first thing you just need to remember that you will be copying this one, this whatever I'm highlighting, because you may get response in a bulk, because whatever you have seen, it was a JSON data in a bulk. It was containing number of things like status, then data, then message, all these things, number of things. So you have, what you have done, you have stored that bulk into a single name, that is into a single variable name, that is JSON data, or you can give any name, or data XYZ. So accordingly, now you have all the things in a single variable, that is data, JSON data. Now you can use this JSON data to follow the path, to move to status, any data employee age, any data salary, message, whatever you want. So whatever the name you will give, you just need to start with there only, that this is my parent, and from parent I want to reach to that particular child or sub child in this way. Okay, so every time before starting this, writing this code or function for body, you just need to write this one to store the JSON response. See, pm.response.json. So whatever the response.json you have, you are storing here. Okay, so we have gone through this one. Okay, now you can see what others we can do. Okay, so what we can do, we can check the length also. See, we have the value. Are you able to see this one? So we are not doing this one because right now we don't have a proper documentation. Like if you have a proper documentation that the city length has been defined, suppose you are getting a uh, uh, requirement document. Okay, in the requirement document it is written that the city field, means the city field you are entering, the city like Kolkata, Jamshedpur, whatever you are entering city, it is having a length of 50. Okay, it cannot contain more than 50. The length is fixed that it will contain till 50. Then you can use this one to have length of 50. Are you able to see this one, everyone?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so there are lots of things you can use. Like I have told you, for string we have this one. Okay, to be and string, two equals when we will do, when we want to just compare, like are we whatever the value we are getting is exactly same with this one. And like suppose we have a field, so field may like give a limitation, like in address. So address field will contain around length of 500. So you can check, like address field is like, if you write 501, so it will not pass, because the address field has like fixed length of 500. So in this way also, to have dot length of 50 or 60, whatever it is given in the requirement, you can cross check. Okay, we have not done it right now because I don't know, the requirement of like what will be the length of the employee age or employee salary. So in this way you can just cross check the length if you want. Okay, now we will moving to the next topic, that is pre-request script. So what is pre-request script? So now suppose you have a scenario. Okay, you have a scenario. Now you need to follow one thing. Okay, what we are doing, if we come here, what we are doing, we are one by one, if you see what we are doing, we are creating a request. Then what we are doing, we are just giving this name. Okay, a request name, we can just give request name as per our requirement. Then we are selecting the get, then we are just giving the path. And what happens here, we get the response, and then this test is work. Correct? Whether the test work first or test get work after the we get the response. Tell me, when this test work?
After we got the successful response.
Once you get any response, not only successful, whatever the response you get, after the response only this test work. Means first your request goes, then you get the response. If you are able to recall the client server, client means what? Client make a request in between. Okay, we have the APIs, then API make the same request to the server, then server send back the response to the API, then API send back the response to the client. So all these are done. Once all these are done, then only our test, whatever this code means, inside this code, whatever the test script we have written, for validation work. Okay, after that only it work, because once we send the request to the server and when we receive the request from the server, whatever the value we get in the body, then only we work, like for status, for response time, whether it's for any validation related to JSON body. So test always work after we get the response. Okay, after the means code is valid, after the request has been executed. Okay, once the request has been executed, then test run, then only we can see we have the like ID number 21, then only we can cross check, then only we are storing. Once we get all these things, then we store this, then we perform like whatever we have got in the UI. What we can say, like suppose you are searching for Facebook, then what you can see, you hit Facebook, then from the server we get the Facebook, then we see okay, it is okay Facebook only now, whether it is given Gmail. So when we validate at last, validate we do at last, once we get the response, okay, I told to give Facebook, it is giving Facebook rather than Gmail and all. Okay, so if they give Gmail, it means it was wrong, so validation will get failed. In the same way, whatever we are sending and when we are receiving from the server, then the test is working, means test is executed at last. Okay, so it might be a scenario where you want to perform something in previously, before starting the script you want to, or before sending the request you want to perform something. Okay, suppose I am telling you, you want to perform anything before sending the request. Okay, so that time where you will be writing that particular piece of code. Okay, so here you have the pre-request script. So you can see, use pre-request script in the Postman to execute before a request run. So before we start the request to run, or before we execute the request, whatever you want to set, suppose you want to set like whenever it will run, the status will be 0. It's just a condition. Every time before starting the test, the status will be 0. Once the test is started, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4 as per the requirement. So you are setting that every time the status will be 0 before starting the request. So for that particular of thing, before you want to before just run the script, whatever you want to do, it is can be written inside the request script. Okay, so you can say request is a table. Okay, in the collection folder you can place it in the request, in the collection, in the folder. Okay, such setting variable, what you can do, you can set a particular variable, parameter, header, body data, anything you can do at the request before like running the script. Okay, for example, logging output in the console, if you want to see the logs in the console also from the starting, you can just place it here in the pre-request script. Okay, so where you can see the pre-request script, anyone can see pre-request script?
Yes. After
Where it
body.
is,
Yes.
you can see here.
Beside test. Yes.
Okay, now what we have, I have told you that pre-request can be written at any label. This is which label? This is at the request label, or you can see this is at the request label. We are at the request. So in the request also we have pre-request script, correct? We can write the code here. Then we have what? Collection. So in the in the collection label also we have, see, are you able to see in the collection label we have also this one pre-request script. So we can write
Yes.
the pre-request here also, and where we can write inside a folder also. Now I will be just showing you the this one, order of execution. Now you need to understand this one, the order of execution in Postman. Okay, we know collection is at the top, correct? Everyone knows collection is at the top.
Yes.
Yes.
Then inside collection we can have folder, but till now we have not used. Okay, but we can have number of folders, and that number of folders can have the request. Correct? Correct? And what it goes, then
Shahid,
we
what is
request.
this folder means collection?
Yeah, I will be just doing it practically. So this is the execution. Okay, how it execute one by one. I will just show you like how this is in the sequence, how it works. So we have collection pre-request script. Okay, at collection level we have pre-request script. Then we have folder. Inside collection we can have folder. It contains pre-request script. Okay, then that folder can contain number of requests. Correct? So then we make a request. So first pre-request will work, then this request will work, then it will have the response. Then once you have the response, then we can write the test script, that is at the test level that I have shown you. We have the test. Then test of collection will work, then test of folder will work, then test of request will work. So let me just do this one practically and you will be able to understand well. Okay. So what I can do, okay. So this is day 3. So what is this right now? Regrow Tech. Now tell me everyone, what is Regrow Tech 3 day 3? What is this one?
Collection.
Collection. So okay, just follow this one as well. So we have collection. Okay, we have collection. We have completed this one. We have created the collection. One by one we need to follow. Okay. Now I have told that inside a collection we can have a folder. Correct? We can have a folder. I have told you. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So let it be my folder 1. I have given a name my folder 1. Okay. You can see now. Can you just follow this one? We have collection. Then inside collection we can have folder, n number of folder. You know that if we can have only one folder, you can have n number of folders. Okay. Correct.
Yes.
So let me create one more also for you. Like this is my folder 2. Okay. So I have told you that we have a collection, and inside collection we can have number of folders. Correct? And inside folder we can have number of requests also. Like, can you just see when you click on this folder, you want telling to add a request. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So inside folder also you can, like, it is like this.
Uh,
Like if
You have
yeah,
added some collection under folder 1. What's that?
yeah, this one. It is the previous one.
No, in PPT.
This one.
The folder, then collection, then request.
It
Then
is
what is this?
just to follow the things. Like we have collection, then folder, we can have another collection. In this way it is just a order. So I'm just making it practically so you can understand this one. So now we have collection. Inside collection we have one folder, when we have second folder. Correct?
Yes.
Everyone, correct?
Yes.
So now like inside one folder 1, it is taking like in we are adding a request. So a folder can contain the request. Okay. So suppose I am taking this one only, this control A, control C. Okay. If I save this one, so I have created my first request. Okay. If I want to change that, this name as my request 1. Okay. I have given my request 1. Fine. We are able to run this one and can see the result. Its status is okay. Correct? Everyone till here, any doubt?
No.
Okay. Now we have second folder. Okay, let me remove this one. Okay. Otherwise it will create confusion for you all. Okay. Now we have collection. Inside collection we have one folder, we have second folder. Suppose this is a second folder, and inside second folder I want to add one more request. Okay. So this will be my my request 2. Okay, let it be my request 2, and I will give the same this one. Okay, too many again. Okay, now tell me till here, do you have any confusion? We have collection. Inside collection we can have number of folder that I have told you, because like suppose if you go for a real life example, suppose you are working for a particular module. So you, like suppose uh, Sakil is working for a Gmail company, and he is working for a module that is suppose compose. Okay, so he is working for compose. In compose he is working, so he has created a collection. But again, compose have sub modules. Okay, compose have sub modules. Then he cannot write everything inside that particular collection only. So what he can do, he can create number of folders. But collection he is working is like he got a one module. The one module name is that compose, but compose also contains sub modules. Okay, so what he can do, so he can do that he can give the collection name as compose, but when he has number of sub module, he can divide that sub module inside the folder, like folder 1 means sub module 1, sub module 2, and inside that he can make the request. Understand? Any doubt?
No.
Okay, now I have told you how it will work. So now you can see this is the way. Now how it will be working. So all you can just see in the logs. Okay, so let me just write all this thing. So first I will take this one, this request, my request 2. Inside my request 2, let me write something which you can see in the console. So if you want to see in the console, we have console dot log. Okay, console dot log is just like system out dot print. If you want to print something on the console, if you want to print something on the window, so we use console dot log. Okay, console dot log. So suppose what I will be writing here to make you understand that I am from my folder 2 and my request, sorry, my request 2. Fine, it makes sense. It makes sense. I am pre-request from folder 2 and request 2. Correct? We have given where? We have given where? In the pre-script test. Okay, so I want to print this one. I want to print this one. Okay, so whatever I am doing right now, I am doing for pre-request. Whatever I want to perform before running the script, before running the script, I want all this to be run, means all this to be executed. Okay, so we can do at the folder level also. I have told you we can do at the folder level also. So once you click on the folder, you can see you have pre-request here also. The same thing, let me copy rather than writing every time. So once you click in the folder 2, you can see in the folder 2 also you have pre-request. So I want this to be done also. So I am pre-request from this time, not only this time will be folder. Okay, fine. Now folder 2 is completed. If you go to folder 1, we have again my request 1. So once you click here, you have pre-request. So here you write console I am pre-request from folder 1 and request 1, correct? Now my folder 1, so I want to set pre-request at folder 1. So you will be clicking here and you will be writing here. So console, this will be removing from, it will be folder 1 only, correct? Okay. Now we can set the pre-request at collection level also. So for collection level, once you click at the collection name, you can see pre-request script. So here also you paste it and you just give the name I am pre-request from collection. Okay. Now you have set all the pre-request script. Okay, I am just giving you a like idea like how the order will work. Okay, it's not like that you will be only writing console.log. It can be a anything you want to, like if you want to write a code before executing something, if you want to fetch some value, so whatever type of code you want to perform before running the script, you can do it here. Okay, you can write it as per your requirement, whether in the folder 2, whether in the folder 1, or whether inside a request or at the collection level, at what level you want to set the pre-request, it will work in that manner only. So we have completed the pre-request. If you can just follow this one, we have pre-request at collection, folder and request. Now the request will run, then we will get the response, then it will again start with what? It will first run the collection script. Collection test script will run first, then folder test script will run first, and then it will be the request test script. Okay, and this is, they have done a mistake, like this will be not the collection, this will be the request here, request script. Okay, Iram, it is not, this will not be the collection, it will be the request test script. Okay,
That's why I'm getting confused.
yeah, this is not the collection, this is the request. So the first what will run? First collection pre-request will run, then folder pre-request will run, then request. Okay, instead of collection it will be the request. I'm telling you guys, note it down. So then request pre-request will script will run, then our whatever the request we are actually requesting to get value, post, whatever we are doing to delete, post, update, this will run, then we will get the response, and then again it will start with the high level only. Collection test will run, means validation part. Collection test will run, then folder test will run, then request test will run. So till now what we have done? Till now we have completed all the pre-request, correct? Now again we need to work for what? Test. In the test also we need to write, correct? So I am test from folder 2 and request 2, correct? Correct everyone?
Yes.
Okay, if you have any doubt, just ping me right now. We can see like at folder level also we can set. So we have test here also, control V. So this will be, I'm just giving you to make sense. This is from folder 2. Okay, then if we go inside folder 1, we have this request. So for this request also we will set a test, means after like the response, I want this message. Okay, so this will,
Everyone don't get confused. Like if he is writing something here in the test as console.log, he's not testing anything here. He's just trying to print something. So please don't get confused anywhere. Okay.
yeah, console.log means only to print something in the message. I will just, here also we have test. So these are the way you will be able to understand how the work, like how the execution work here. Okay, and nothing else. Okay, so last, this is the collection. Okay, anyone can tell me till now what we have done? Sakil, can you just explain what we have done till now? Anyone can try, like what we have done till now?
We have create collection.
We have created a collection.
After created collection, we have created a folder.
Okay.
Then again, we create another folder.
Okay.
Inside first folder, we create a request.
Okay.
Inside second folder, we create a request.
Okay.
And all these requests, we write a console log.
Then in every request, then in like whatever we have, now we have the collection, we have the folder, we have the request. Once we have created all these things, then what I have done, I have gone through each of the label. Label means the request label, the folder label, the collection label, and in every label I have written what? I have written the first prerequest whatever I want to run before running the request. Before running the request, whatever I want to, it is name also is stating pre-request, means before request, whatever you want to run, all this thing you want to set here in this. Okay, so I have given the console log to just print these values. Okay, then I have moved to again each and every label, that is the uh, request, folder and collection, and written the test. That test will work after you get the response. Once the execution is done, then all these things should run. Okay, now Amir, can you just tell me how, what will be the output we will be getting in the console? In what manner, like in what order we will be getting the output? Who, like who want to try? Who want to give a try? Like what will be the order? Sabas, do you want to try the
Collection
order?
prerequest.
Yeah, which prerequest it will run? Means now you can see like you have all these things. Now tell me the order. We have number of prerequests we have written.
First it give collection. After collection, it will give the folder. After folder, it will give request. In folder, we have a request that will give.
Okay, then
That's it. In collection, we have made two folder. In two folder, folder one we have request one, and in folder two we request folder two we have request two. That's it.
okay, and it will not give about the test we have written after the, once like you have told about the pre-request, means before running the request, everything it will be printed in the order, that collection, then folder, then request. But once it is done, then it will run the script, that is the, it will run the request, then it will get the response. After you have the response, we have written the test also, then it will give the collection test, then it will give the folder test, then it will give the what? Request test.
Request. Okay.
Okay, so this is the order, and you need to know the order just because once you get your things get complicated, you will be using this execution order only. Okay, in your industry you will be needing this execution order, because that time it will be not only 3 or 4 script, it can have sub modules. You will be having one module can contain some module can contain a number of requests. Then that particular module is like can depend on the first module. Then all these things it will be in the industry, then that time you need to follow this order of execution. Okay, so now hope it do not give like too many requests. Okay, now if I want to run the collection, can anyone can tell me like how to run a collection? Because like there are lots of things inside, like we have folder, then we have.
Collection all run.
Okay, so we will click on this 3 dot, we have run collection. Okay, so if you want to see, And this is a folder 1, folder 2. It contain one request, request 2. So let me give a delay time of 5. Hope like it work properly in the console. Okay. So we will have given a delay time of 5 millisecond and we will just run. Okay, so we are getting too many requests. We have told you that if you just use too many times. Now, where we can see the things we have written, whatever we have written in the console, where we can see. So if you can see here at the down, everyone can see at the down, we have a console.
Yes.
Just click on
Yes,
console.
yes.
Once you click on console, let me clear first. Let me clear all the console first. You have a clear button to clear the console. And let me rerun. Okay, to rerun, we have the button run again. Okay, the same script will run again. Now in the collection or in the console, once we have run the connection, now you have the console. Can you just see the order of execution here? Can anyone can read this one? Are you able to see it properly? What it is written?
Yes. First collection ran, then a folder 1. Then again.
Just see this one. Pre-request collection first run. I have told you before running any request, before running the main request, that is we are setting the method and we are passing the URL and making a send button. Before that, if you want to perform something, so where you will be writing in the pre-request. So I am pre-request from collection. So first pre-request collection will work. Then pre-request folder from folder 1. Then I am pre-request from folder 1 request 1. So it reached till where? Pre-request requester, like it reached till folder 1 request 1. Then what it will find? It will find the actual request, correct? Then it will run the actual request, that is get. You can see this is the get you have run, correct? The method I have told you, that get method we will be running here. Okay, so once you run this request, you will be receiving the response, correct? You will be receiving the response. Once you receive the response, then the test will start. At from which order? I am test from collection. I am test from folder 1. Then I am test from folder 1 and request 1. Okay. Then again it will start. I am pre-request from collection. Okay. For folder 2, we have folder 2 as well, correct?
Okay, means folder 1 execution done, then folder 2 will work.
Yeah, because why it is like that? I have created, that's the reason I have created 2 folders. Now, this is the reason. If you can just see here, sorry, I need to just. So if you just see here, how it works, it is like collection, this regro take collection pre-request work, then it goes inside this folder 1. So folder 1 pre-request work, then inside folder we have my request 1, my request pre-request work, then it directly sees, okay, I have this request to run. I have told you that it will just follow, then it says, okay, my this one is to run. So it runs this one. So it runs this one, then it got the response. When it got the response, again, what will happen? It will just start with the test one. So this request has test also. Once you get the once you get this one, the body response body, it goes start with what? It will again start with this one, collection test. It will check for collection test, then it will check for collection test folder, then it will check for test request. Once this part is completed, again it will start from pre-request collection, then it will this part is completed, then it will move to
folder 2
pre-request, then pre-request folder 2 request 2. Once it reach here, he sees, okay, I have something to do request part. So once it performs this request, then it got the body, response body. Once it get the response body, the execution is again start for test, but it start from the high level. It start for test, but it start from high level. That is from here, collection test. Then it does not go to folder 1 or folder 2, because right now it's working for folder 2, then folder 2 test, then folder 2 test and my request 2. And in this way the execution works, as you can see in the console.
Yes.
Okay. So here you can see, and it is just I have given you like whatever I want to just explain I have written, but it is not that you will be writing console. Okay, yeah, you can write log that you are starting the script. These are the means point you can just write, I am starting the script here. You can just log it, but it is for not only logging, it is for writing some of the, like if you want to get something, like if you want to get some value, okay, before performing the request, so you will be doing it here pre-request. Okay, so it will be the condition and we will be seeing those conditions. We have all these things, but in our next class. Okay, so right now, like everything is clear till now. Order of execution, because order of execution is very important in order to follow the things. It's very important because you will not be working with 2 or 3 things or 3 or 2 requests. You will be having number of requests, number of sub modules. Once you have all these things, you need to follow this order of execution, and you should know like which order will execute first, because first order is like, if you want to get something from the first order, you should know where I need to write the thing. Okay, like suppose you, if you want something in the test, if you want something in the request, okay, suppose while doing this execution of my request 1, okay, suppose you want something before executing, so where you will be, it is dependent on this, because from here you will be getting this, and once it is done, then it will come here, then it will come here. So one depends on other. If you want to fetch the value, you cannot fetch directly like, okay, oh, let me do from this one. No, you cannot, because it will just first run all the pre-request, then it will run the original request, then it will give the response. Once the response is done, then again test will start. Okay, then test will start, means whatever you have written in the test, that is the validation, or whatever, not only validation, we write lots of things in the test. So test will start, means after the request is executed properly, then it again start not directly with the request, it start with the collection, then collection, then folder, then it comes to the request. Okay, and we have more to, I will be just showing you how it works. Okay, no worries, this is the bus, you just need to understand like how the order works. Okay, so till now, do you have any doubt? Just let me know. Anyone has any doubt, like, because this was the most important topic. Okay, because you will be need to validate the, like validation, like I have told you, for header, status code, response time, and the most important, that is the response body that we have gone through, and order of execution. Now anyone has any doubt till now, just let me know.
Nothing.
Others, Atif, Hiten, Sabah, Saif, Sakil,
No.
Tariq, Faizan, any doubt till now?
No, Shahid, I think all good. And I think we are done for today, right?